I'm Craig Kenneth, a relationship coach and a psychotherapist. Every relationship is different, and every breakup is different. Work with me, and you'll get professional help on your situation. Just click on the link in the description below, or go to my website, askcraig.net. Hi there, I'm Coach Craig Kenneth, and in this video, I'm going to be talking to you about 10 things a man will do if he loves you. Well, recently you may have seen my video that I put out called 12 Signs He's Not Into You. And after I did that one, I had a lot of ladies email me and talk to me in the Skypes about, hey, can you explain to us how we would know if a guy does love us, not how he doesn't? So I thought, okay, let me put some thought into it, and I kind of jotted some notes down, and I came up with 10. Now, of course, there's a lot more things that a man will do for you than just 10 things, but I thought of 10 that I thought were really, really good and helpful to you ladies. Before I get to that, I just wanted to share a really, really nice email that I got today from a guy that I did a Skype with this week, and he felt compelled to share this, so I thought, okay, let me just read this to you guys real quick, because it was really kind of him. He said, "Hey Craig, I know you don't post testimonials, but I felt I needed to send this email. Maybe it's something you can use for anybody on the fence about receiving coaching from you. So here goes my testimonial. After going through personal pain and torment and being dumped by my girlfriend, as anyone with a soul who has ever been dumped feels, and let's be honest with ourselves, it isn't a break or a separation. We got dumped. And searching for random answers and crappy advice from friends and family and scamworthy relationship experts online, I came across Craig Kenneth. I thought, what the hell? I've given everyone else a view. Let's check this guy out. Instantaneously, his videos, words, and sympathy struck me. Everyone else I viewed had an ego the size of Mount Everest, and Craig certainly came across as not only someone with a valued opinion, but as someone who has been through what we feel, that's for sure, and shows the sympathy in regards to that, without pulling any punches. And that is what we need, to have someone give it to us straight. Quotations again. We may not feel that is what we need, but it is, and he has his finger on the pulse of those feelings. After procrastinating, fine, if you want to get technical, my pride was holding me back, I reached out and scheduled a Skype meeting with him. What first struck me is he didn't try to fancy things up. We got a lot of quotes here. Fancy things up with any elaborate setting. He spoke with me as a good friend would and was a straight shooter from the get-go. Of course, I didn't want to hear what he was telling me at first, but his insight was incredible and got me to see so many things I had been blinded to in my relationship. Taking the blame for everything rather than seeing that I was bullied, we got more quotes, in the relationship was a sobering thought. To be honest, Craig was the one to truly understand that dynamic, and this was after only one Skype session. Is there a chance to get my ex back? Sure, and I truly feel and believe that there are many reasons to build something out of what was previously broken. But Craig helped me see that it is my choice on whether we get back together, and right now, that isn't the choice I would make. So, if you're waving, struggling, dealing with varied and random bad advice from everyone from your family to the bus driver that blabbed to you on the way to work and wants to get to the core of your thoughts and feelings, contact him. I want to stress, however, that he doesn't wave a magic wand to fix everything, and it may not be the information you want to hear, but it is the insight you need to hear, and the healing starts there. Thanks, Craig, for everything, and God bless to everyone struggling right now. It does get better, but not unless you have the right coach. Haha. Well, thank you very much for those kind words, and you know, I always do my best to try and figure out every situation because they're so different, and there's so many different dynamics going on with trauma and attachment styles and your love languages and how long you dated and when the breakup was, and there's just a million different factors. And every breakup truly is so incredibly different. They really are, guys. All day, every day. My breakup scenarios are so different. I'm blabbering. I apologize. I have 10 things a man will do if he loves you today. These are 10 that I really liked. Of course, there's more than 10, but let's just start with these today, okay? All right. So, number 1, he considers your wants and needs, okay? Does he consider what makes you feel loved, right? Does he know what your love languages are? Maybe which one is the love language that makes you feel the most love? Does he understand your attachment style and how you operate in a relationship? Because we all operate a little bit differently. Is he trying to figure you out to help and to bond with you, right? Okay, number 2, he lets you influence him and his decisions. He wants your input. He values your thoughts and ideas. It's a good sign that if a man really loves you, he thinks about all those things when he's going throughout his life and his business or how he handles things. Number 3, treats you like a priority. We often overlook this when we're in a difficult situation with somebody. We forget that they're ignoring us, they're putting other people first, we're real low down on the totem pole, and that's not a good sign. Number 4, he includes you in his world. In other words, he includes you with his friends and his family and his work and all the other areas of his life. He wants you to be a part of that too. He doesn't try and keep you separate from all those different things, right? That reminds me of that one episode of Seinfeld where George didn't want his fiance to be included in Jerry and Kramer and Elaine's world. He needed independent George. And why? He didn't love her, right? If you watch the episode, he was desperate to get out of that relationship. I know my videos get viewed around the world, and maybe you've never seen that show, but trust me, it fits perfectly. And the Americans that watch the show will be like, oh yeah, that's kind of true. Okay. Number 5, he accepts you and your imperfections. He doesn't try and upgrade to someone that may be younger or prettier or maybe smarter. I mean, he loves you for you, and to you, you're just the most beautiful woman in the world for him. And believe me, when a guy really loves you, that is how he feels. And I'll tell you what, ladies, I deal with guys with a broken heart all day, every day, and a lot of times they'll say, you know what? She is maybe not the prettiest girl I've ever dated, but to me, she is. Like, in other words, he's not trying to insult in that way. He's just saying, a lot of people would say, okay, this particular girl is not the prettiest one he's ever been out with. Doesn't matter. He sees right past that and he just loves her for who she is. And to him, she is the most beautiful woman. Number 6. He lets you know he's there for you. This is really, really important. He reassures you that he'll be there to help. And he's not going to get frustrated or angry all the time if it's inconvenient or he has to do something to go out of his way to be a good partner, right? He's going to be there for you. That is so, so important in a relationship. Number 7, he protects you. He makes you feel safe. Women love to be safe. For you guys that are out there watching, I always hear women say, he made me feel safe. It's not like you have to walk around with a giant club in your hand to make her feel safe. But when they're with you, they feel like you've got them. You've got them protected and you're going to be there for them. Number 8. He's emotionally attuned and responsive. Okay? He is paying close attention to you. He's attuned to you. He's attentive to you. And he responds to that. And there's a safe emotional connection with him. That is very, very important, guys. You want your woman to have a safe emotional connection with you. And when they reach for you and they reach out for you, whether it be small or, something big, you respond to that. A guy that is in love with you will do those things. Number 9, he gives you space when you need it, and he helps you feel free. It's funny, I just watched that Beauty and the Beast remake the other day, and in one of the scenes, Belle says to the Beast about how could anyone feel love to somebody else if they didn't feel free? And then he sets her to go, and she comes back. You want to make your partner feel free, guys. You want to make your woman feel free. If you try and smother them and trap them, it's only going to make them want to push away and leave. Number 10, he is playful and fun with you. Well, the only way this is going to really be able to happen in a long-term relationship is if that relationship is safe. When you feel safe with your partner, you can play. And play can come out in any form. Flirting, cuddling, sex. When you feel safe to open up, to be there with your partner, your sex life is going to improve tremendously. Because if they don't feel like they can tell you maybe what they're interested in, or it makes them feel good, or you're being harsh with them or insulting or critiquing them, they're not going to want to open up. So guys, make sure you make your woman feel like she is safe with you so she can play with you and have fun with you, because that is so critical for our romantic relationships, and we forget about it. And oftentimes if you came from a home where your mom or your dad were abusive or neglectful, and you've had your needs neglected for so long, you probably forgot that what play is and what it's all about and how important it is. But it's absolutely critical, and it's so critical with children too. Maybe if you grew up in a home where you couldn't play with your parents, now you don't feel like you can play with your romantic partners. But play is so, so key to a fun and bonding relationship where safety is involved. So, those were 10 that I thought were great signs that you could tell if a man's really in love with you, he's going to try and make those things happen in your relationship with each other. If you want to get my help personally, just go to my website, askcraig.net. Sign up for the coaching option that works best for you. I do email coaching and Skype coaching. And if you like the video, throw a like on there. But be sure to subscribe to the channel because I do post videos Monday through Friday. That's it for this video. I'm Coach Craig Kenneth, and I will talk with you soon.